Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here, basically, we are talking about the topic that is one group, basically, that is we have already taken. This is that basically topic that is the Tamil Nadu earthquake basically happened. This many words was used, this many cities, this many countries is going to get this all tsunami data. That is 100% sure. Impact going to happen, negative and positive basically. Here we will say negative impact या sorry positive impact या तो negative impact. So just see basically. So negative and positive impact basically is going to happen. Negative impact and positive impact basically which is going to happen 100% basically. So assume that basically Chennai tsunami, in India basically the tsunami is already passed. Now assume that basically that tsunami data basically that is these words and the that is these many cities energy basically entered into USA. Then the physical talk will happen. Whatever basically the demand of the that group basically I have already taken which group basically that is in previous video basically you can see that group basically in that group basically they are going to demand whatever things basically whatever demand would be that basically we don't know basically what is the demand basically. So whatever demand would be, if demand is getting success then it's okay, otherwise the negative impact is going to happen. If demand is basically getting fulfilled then basically the positive impact, otherwise it's negative impact 100%, sorry 98% basically. So this is the way basically somebody has used, that is same way basically of that 100 plane and 100 plane in Mount Everest and 100 plane in Himalaya. That basically I don't know basically who is basically having this type of thing basically. Who is that person basically, that I don't know basically. But this way basically was used basically. So few people, police commissioner basically say that basically we runs the city in the point of gun, or few people says that basically we run the city on the point of peace, that is shanti. That basically the police departments, there are different ways of police basically, different types of police basically. They basic police commissioner basically runs the city, right? That is 98% sure. So few police commissioner basically runs the city on the point of gun. Few police commissioner basically runs the city on the way of on the uh, roadmap of peace basically. That is in Hindi basically it's called Shanti. And another roadmap is gunpoint basically. So that basically the way basically the political people basically, that is the chief minister, prime minister, recruit the police commissioner basically in the city basically. That is basically history of the city basically. How basically the city people behave with the, how basically their behavior are basically. That basically happens in the house also basically. That same basically technique is basically. For example, one person is basically not behaving good with the family member, then basically they do the that person's basically marriage with that type of girl basically. She will always give trouble in your life basically, always basically. She might be having hundred boyfriends, I don't know what are the things basically would be you are going to see. So same way basically the city basically is like also that days basically. If the city is not behaving proper then basically the police commissioner will be according to that way. You can't do anything basically. You can't do anything. Why? Because the political people are basically controlling the entire city basically. So this is also same way basically you can say tsunami has connected in Chennai. This is the word basically. This is the city which was used to create these all words, and this basically connects to one project basically. Some software company basically might have created this project basically. It's not like that basically everything happens automatically. Each and everything is planned basically. That also the most dangerous plan basically. You can just imagine to collect this many words from the environment, from the Oxford University, sorry, from the Oxford group, that also from this many cities. It's not easy task basically. Then basically the tsunami has started. Then basically you have to connect to US. You are connecting to US. There basically talk happens. According to talk basically the positive impact and negative impact basically happens. According to the talk basically, then basically the if the positive impact has happened basically, then they will spread some positive energy, and then the entire energy basically leave the they basically leave the USA basically. They basically move to another country basically, that is UK and Russia basically. Here basically I just taken as an example basically, but they might be having their sequence basically, which group basically that I have already discussed. That basically I am not I am basically into totally different group basically. So that is the basically way basically. And few people says that basically this way also things happens basically. That police commissioner example also I have taken, and the marriage of girl also basically example I already taken. So this is the way. So next city basically, then the city the words basically gets connected. Here basically the software industry is 98 percentage connected basically. 100, not 100% basically, but 98% basically. Which company that basically need to investigate basically. They are controlling everything basically. And here basically it might be USA country also, it might be India country also. India country means software company owner basically. It might be of USA, it might be of India, it might be of any country basically. That we also don't know basically. For example, when tsunami came to India, you can track basically from which software company it has triggered. That is not possible here basically. That is not possible basically. Why? Because how basically you can track the energy basically. You have any equipment basically which will say that basically from here the energy has came basically. That is not possible na, basically. Trigger is the thing basically which happens according to the positive talk and negative talk basically. Negative talk, that means negative impact is going to happen to that particular city. That is 100% basically. So you can just imagine the dangerous thing basically. The world has already reached to the dangerous thing basically. That's why basically this type of things basically are happening na, basically. That's why basically this type of things basically happening. One person told that basically when the India country basically got the freedom basically, that time Mahatma Gandhi was also there, Nathuram Godse also was there, Chandrasekhar also basically was there, then Subhash Chandra Bose also basically was there, Nehru ji also was there, then the Chandrasekhar Azad, Sukhdev, and Bhagat Singh. This type of people also basically were there. So few people says that basically we basically run the country like this way only basically. Few people says that we run the country like that way only basically. So it's like that basically. This is also like same way basically. But here the technique basically are some advanced level technique basically. That is tsunami and the software companies basically who handles the stuff basically. Which is that software company, that I also don't know basically. I'm just taking as an example basically. I'm just taking as an example. For this project basically they might have got more than 80 90,000 crore basically. Minimum basically. For just for this project. But this project basically if any of the company do, then basically he got actually the entire world basically. He basically control the entire world basically. So you can just imagine the project cost also basically. Minimum basically it would be 80 90,000 crore basically. It might be rupees only basically, because dollar it would be very difficult. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about this.